Good evening. Welcome to Investigator News. This is the weather and lifestyle news show. Boy, a big earthquake hit Chile. I was surprised to see it. I got notified about 2, 3 hours ago, and it was like, wow, what a big one. I didn't really expect it. So I'm gonna have to buckle down and listen to some Dutch sense this evening. And if you're new, we watch Dutch sense for our earthquakes. Karen, how you doing today? Boy, world's largest cheese dip. Boy, what a typo. But it is the world's largest cheese dip. Now I seen it and I went, wow. I don't even know if you filled up a stadium, I don't know if they'd be able to kill it off. They may. They probably will. Give it to the football players. Football players and some beer, I bet you they kill it off. Yeah. So, wow, what a difference a day makes for weather. But why is the East Coast being hit? I mean, it's just being slammed, storm after storm. Karen, you getting all these storms? It's drying up before it gets here. Now I'm ready for rain, any rain, light rain, heavy, super heavy, thunderstorms, lightning. I'm ready for it all. Come get me. Yeah, but everything always breaks up around me. It starts heading our way, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Like today, I was waiting. It was like, yes, here we go. Lightning is 5 miles away, and I'm like all getting ready for it. And then the sun came out. I went, what? Wow. Fine where you're at? Well, good. But the East Coast is really being slammed pretty hard over a lot of these tropical storms and hurricanes. And that's what we got today. Looky there. Uh, Lee's gone. This is the next one coming up. And it looks like it's just going to roll right up the East Coast once again. You guys need rain up there by chance? And then heavy snow? You guys ready for snow? Yesterday, I showed that little bit of snow in Wyoming, and I got excited. I was like, yeah. And then I thought about the tornadoes we get because that cold front comes down and it hits our warm front and pango. Yeah, we've got thunderstorms. Rain didn't come today. Well, that's good. Uh, yeah, look at that. So we've got another storm that's fixing to roll up the East Coast. So rip tides, stay away from the beach for a day or two. And so here we go.
A non-tropical low-pressure system off the coast of Florida has been interesting the past few days. National Hurricane Center has ticked up their chances for development. They think by the weekend we're probably going to see this as a subtropical low. So it's kind of a hybrid between a typical low pressure system and a tropical low pressure system. We are going to see some energy being added to this from the upper levels. And of course, the water temperatures are very warm. And when you have an extratropical low that just kind of sits over the warm water for a while, it can start to warm up the center. It can start to generate some thunderstorms and start to spin up into what we would generally call a subtropical storm. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Now, whatever we decide to call it, it's going to be bringing gusty winds, rain, and high surf from the southeast coast to the mid-Atlantic, and eventually, as we get into the weekend, you're going to see your weather go downhill across New England as this low-pressure system works its way northward. What can you expect rainfall-wise? So, well, places like Hatteras could see 3 to 5 inches of rain along with the wind. 2 to 3, we're calling it Baltimore, Boston, New York City, Raleigh, looking for 1 to 2 inches less, of course, as you work your way inland.
Looky there. Oh, yes. Like I said, tropical storms heading right up the East Coast. No, we wanted them to come inward. Get up into the Gulf. Yeah, the Gulf's warm. We got warm water. It rained for 2 nights straight. Well, I guess you're done with the rain. Yeah. Send it this way, Karen. I want this rain. I'm all excited about the rain. A lot of people say it depresses them, makes them, it just makes them feel low and depressed. Me, I see rain, I get happy. You know what it is? My mom, I don't know if it was my mom or my sister, my oldest sisters, the whole Shirley Temple thing. And she had a song, I love to walk in the rain. And every time the storms would start, boy, that record would come out and they'd play it. And it was the happy rain song. So we wouldn't be scared of the thunder and the lightning. I don't even know the words anymore. Uh, the thunder may be frightening. I don't care. Or, you know, she likes to walk in the rain. So my family grew up liking the rain and the thunder and the lightning. And Mom said, uh, when the lightning and thunder, it's God bowling. And when the lightning strikes and it shakes the ground, he got a strike. Okay, Mom. It doesn't work with my grandkids. They just give me the weirdest looks. Like, God bowls? Yeah, he bowls. Mom, because my mom said so. Uh, the rain hurts. Yeah, now, Karen, you got a good point there. Sometimes people get aches and pains, arthritis, osteoporosis. Uh, it makes your bones hurt, or if you've been in an accident, it even affects young people. Their sinuses, headaches. So some people have physical ailments with the rain. Not this kid. I'm like all happy, happy. Well, my sinuses do run. I feel like I got a cold, but I don't mind the rain one bit. I've hurt no matter what. Yeah. With MS, folks, you hurt all the time. Yeah, I'm in pain constantly, and I just go, okay, let's just mull through it. And if it rains and I hurt even more, well, the show must go on. Isn't that right? So, uh, latest earthquakes. Oh boy, folks, because this really surprised me today. I really didn't expect what I seen um, on the map. There you go. A bunch of them through the center of the United States. But we start with the big one that they say this was about 7, 8 hours ago. 6.0, the Central East Pacific Rise, out in the middle of the ocean. Now, it wasn't even deep. It's all these earthquakes are so shallow. Now I looked for tsunami warnings. Where are the tsunamis? Why aren't these shallow earthquakes off the coast causing humongous tsunamis? They're just not. They're just don't exist. And that has got to be the strangest thing because I grew up with in California, and the slightest earthquake we had tsunamis. But where are they? Is it so shallow that it doesn't cause it, or so deep it doesn't cause it? Someone are they hiding our tsunamis? Because when I was in Eureka and we got hit with that 7.0, everybody ran to the coast to watch the tsunami come in. And I'm like, what a bunch of dummies. Well, it was only about a 3-inch rise. So they were disappointed. Everybody went home disappointed, but they were giving tsunami warnings. I'm not sure why we're not seeing tsunamis. Um, Now they had a 5.7 as an aftershock. Now, if we go over down to New Zealand, they had a 5.6. And then the next biggest we had in Vanuatu, which has got the active volcano, 5.0. That's only going to keep that rumbling and shaking. Izu Islands, Japan, 5.2. These are fives. Then it goes down. Aleutian Islands with a 4.3 and Rat Islands. Uh, we had quite a few in Alaska, where we seen a 3.2 in Katavik, um, a 2.7 in Arctic Village. I'm going to go down to the bottom here. Anchor Point, 3.2. And then we go down to Arcata, California, 2.9. George Reservoir, 2.6. They're really small. Then it gained a little bit of momentum, 3.3 in Nevada, it says. Uh, then we had one in Toya, Texas. We've been seeing a lot there lately. Uh, Belize, Texas, 2.8. And farthest over, 2.9 in Oklahoma, just Oklahoma. So it's going to move east. If my dogs act weird, I wish I had my little Scotty back, because when we'd have him in Oklahoma, he would be letting me know. And my dogs they don't act different. They nothing strange, nothing, no whining or nothing. So they're not warning me yet. We should be seeing this go across. Will it be Arkansas? Will it be the East Coast again? Now we go to Dominican Republic, a 4.4, and this one was about 20 miles deep, 18, 20 miles deep. Puerto Rico, 3.5. We go down to Argentina, 4.7, and then off by its lonesome self, Prince Edward Islands, a 5.8. So we got another big one when everything was calming down, everything was quiet, and then wham, over there, East Central Pacific rise. I said Chile. Now Chile had a 6 point. Let's see. Let me pull this up. A powerful rattles Chile, a 6.2 earthquake. And let me go ahead and give this a go. So, I seen that this says September 7th on it. They had this 6 hours ago on the Weather Channel. And that's what I wanted to show you guys is I thought for sure Chile had an earthquake. And then, lo and behold, it says, it's September 20th. Did they get their information wrong? Did Chile really shake? So I checked the news, and lo and behold, no, this was September, at the beginning of September. So even the Weather Channel can have wrong information. And I wanted to bring that out because I did get info. Did you see the Chile earthquake? I was like, no, I think there was one out in the ocean. So even the Weather Channel, folks, watch your dates. If you see even articles, if you read an article and you're not too sure on it, look at the timestamp on the live video and also look at the date. Now this one says September 20th, but you look at the timestamp and it's one of it said 9/6/97. So are they late getting the story out or what? So I've emailed them and said, did you realize that you've done this today? So wow. But I want to show that to you because folks, so many times we think something's happening and we get excited and then everybody says, oh no, that happened last week. No, it didn't, because they just posted it 3 hours ago. And then you go and you actually look and it is a week ago. Watch your dates. Watch your dates. Because I have to. So I don't show you guys wrong stuff. So I put in their Chile earthquake. Why? Because I want to show you that even the Weather Channel can make mistakes. Even in NBC, ABC, CBS, just sometimes you got to check them out. All right. Best viewing spots for the Ring of Fire eclipse. So this is basically going to give you the info you need to know. Wow. So it's all going to be West Coast. And it's going to get as far as Texas, and that's it. But you know what? Sometimes things happen. Look up in the sky, even if you're on the East Coast, during that time, and see what you can see. Uh, um, oh boy. So Doritos pulls off the world's largest cheese pull with a gigantic chip and dip. Um, I, I got a kick out of it. You just gotta. Doritos, they put out contests for people to make up their own. They come up with their own advertisements, but you gotta go with the world's largest dip. What do you think? I think they wasted a lot of money. I didn't see no chip go in a dip. I seen some fake cheese on the end. Boy, were you disappointed, or was it an exciting commercial for you? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments. Boy, I tell you, you got to wonder if that's going to make it with Doritos or not. Oh boy. So a group of monkeys raided a supermarket, made off with a haul of bananas, and bizarre hit and run theft in Thailand. They're saying this was monkey mayhem. They were crazy, they said. The monkeys diverted from their normal foraging ground in nearby forest, hit a 7-Eleven, and take what bananas they could. Uh, so yeah, they were ready. They were totally ready to have their bananas. Yeah. Oops, boy, it took my stuff away. No, took my bananas away. All right. Monkey mayhem. At least they were taking turns and only taking one. Yeah, they were respectful one banana monkeys, but they called it mayhem at the 7-Eleven. They were diverting people away from the doors, the monkeys were, because they didn't want them to take their bananas. Anybody came close, they were jumping at and making monkey vicious noises, they say. Ah, we can't have that. No, no monkey mayhem. In all places, I didn't even know 7-Eleven had um, bananas. I thought 7-Eleven was just when I lived out in California, it was just a gas station with a little mart. It didn't have no fruit, just Cokes and candy and snacks, and that was it. And the bathroom. All right. So, uh, food giant Kraft Heinz recalls singles American cheese slices due to choking concerns. They say they are basically over 83 cases of individually wrapped Kraft singles cheese due to choking safety hazard concerns. Um, the wrapper. Who gives their kid the wrapper? I mean, and if it falls on the floor, pick it up. I seen this coming, because my dog got a hold of one. When I dropped it, he took off, and then he was kind of choking on it a little bit. And, it was hanging out of his mouth, so I pulled it. But then I knew. I said, one of these days, Kraft's going to have a recall on these wrappers because of the wrappers. Um, they say it was a voluntary recall and was prompted by the discovery that one of the wrapping machines had allowed thin strips of film to remain in the cheese slices. So this wasn't really a choking hazard on the wrapper, but a thin layer of wrapper was mixed into the cheese and has caused kids to choke. So be very careful. They say uh, it was use date by January 24th, 3 pound multi packs. So it was a 3 pound multi pack. So see if you got that, and if you do, I mean, who buys the big old packs from like Costco's or Sam's? So watch your cheese. Um, a Kentucky man was killed after being stung by a swarm of bees. After being stung, they say that they were looking at his porch, and an old bag of potting soil from which he was stung by a swarm of bees from the inside of the bag. The bees had made a home on the inside of the dirt. And when he reached into it, he was attacked. As soon as he opened the bag, they say he was attacked. Um, Now, we're seeing a lot of this now. Like, I think I even told you about my wasp that we had a huge, huge nest on our back door. That was like within a day or two. I'm going to say within 2 days, they had built something massive just on the door and the door crack. Thank goodness we don't really use that door. The Los Angeles police volunteer who collapsed to the ground being stung. They walked up to a door and the bees were there, and lo and behold, they were attacked. So be very careful right now. This is a season that we're starting to see them do as much as possible with their the honeycombs, with their hives, and if you see a little one, knock them all down. And I say over the winter, once it gets super cold, go around all the way around your house, knock them all down, so that they don't look for old hives in the spring. Parakeets, yeah, climate change, they say, is leading to a parakeet invasion in Italy. And they say this is really odd. They don't normally get this, but every once in a while they say they see a good amount of green, um, uh, not parakeets, I'm sorry, parrots. I'm sorry. I think I said parakeets or parrots, um, to migrate and to warmer climates. Well, now Italy said their countryside is almost invaded by green parrots. Uh, Boy, think of the ones you pay for here for 100, $200, and they just are in the wild. And you can get you a few of them here in Italy. It is a parakeet. I'm sorry, folks. So it was a parakeet, boy, parakeet, carrying the bird flu. More and more we're hearing that, even in the United States. They're saying be very careful. Uh, Keep your birds inside. You know, a lot of us like to put our birds outside, keep them inside. The bird flu is still traveling around the United States. All right. Um, Bears in Alaska raid the Krispy Kreme donut van. Yeah, there you go. Karen, these are my buddies right there. These guys over here. Yeah, that's where the screen's at. These are my buddies. They they decided to rob a donut van, Krispy Kreme donuts during delivery to a military base. Well, who cares about the military base? It's the Bears wanted uh, the Bears wanted the Krispy Kreme donuts. The driver usually left his doors open when he stopped the store. This time, um, he seen a sow and one of her cubs nearby, and they stayed probably about 20 minutes. They say. Um, and then all of a sudden, he said, they're inside, uh, where they stayed for probably 20 minutes. They chomped on donut holes and other pastries, ignoring the banging on the side of the van that was aimed to at shooing them away. They were banging all over the van to get out. Mama and two cubs. No, they wanted the donut holes and other pastries. So they were being picky, I think. They wanted the donut holes and they wanted the other pastries. Who wants glazed anyway? Just regular glaze. Who eats those? I want the stuff with the sprinkles on them. Huh, Karen? Uh, the bears couldn't be roused, and the base security was called and so sounded the sirens, meant to scare away the bears. No, no, they were busy. Yep, they were busy. They were too busy with the donut holes. The bears eventually came out and wandered in the front of the convenience store and gas station for a bit before heading on to the woods, looking very sleepy, they said. It's not unusual to see bears on the base or around the store, but nothing like this has happened before, according to the store worker. We're cautious when we come in and when we leave or when we take out the garbage, because the bears do tend to hang out at the store. Well, yeah, they're waiting for Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh boy, yeah, they're waiting. They're waiting for yeah. There you go. Look at them. Yeah, they're just loving it. Mom and baby bears. Yeah, they're just. I love these bears. Um, let's see if I can get a. No, they're not going to let me have a video of them. Doggone it. So you got to love these bears. You know, it wasn't like the bread guy came in or any of those. They waited. They knew, and the bears could smell really good up to many many miles. So you know they're hanging out at the little grocery store, and they're like, Krispy Kreme drivers coming anytime. Hang tight, kids. You got to wonder why didn't they offer them some orange juice or chocolate milk? Wash all that good stuff down. Okay. Oh boy. You know that banyan tree over there in Maui? It's got sprouts. The fire didn't kill it. Everybody was like, it's gone for, we'll never see it again. Well, that 150-year-old banyan tree is sprouting new life, folks. Um, it is, let's, boy, it only has one. I could show you the picture. I can't play the video because it's a copyrighted video. But see the sprouts on it? It's not gone. It's not gone. It's not going to be forgotten. So that banyan tree, boy, it definitely um, it's definitely sprouted again, folks. It'll come back. You watch, and it'll be probably a very loved and very cherished in Hawaii, where the fire was. Do you guys get that call from the sheriff's department? Phone scammers are using law enforcement as a pawn. Yeah, they're calling them up. Hey, you want to give to the local uh, sheriff's union or the police department? Sometimes it's a fire department. Yeah, you don't you want to donate? And the scammer starts mentioning missed court dates sometimes, or they insist on immediate payments via gift cards. Um, so if they say, "Oh, your picture was taken, now you owe us for a traffic ticket," and uh, don't fall for this, folks. Don't fall for any of the scams, even the ones trying to get donations. Tell them to give you a website that you can go to and give. Too many scammers out there. Way too many scammers out there. See, I mess with them. Karen, I think Karen's even starting to mess with them like I do, or I call them back. I say, well, hold on a second. And then I hang up the phone, then I call them back. And if the same person answers the phone, well, at least I know they're using the legitimate phone. Because what they do is they get these phone numbers and they'll get your phone number. And if they get mad at you, they hold on to your phone number and then they use your phone number to scam the next person. So then you got this person calling you saying, did you call me? No. Well, or are you the scammer? So don't fall for it, folks. If you see spam, don't answer it. If you pick it up and it looks like a local number and it don't, and it's somebody asking for you to give to a foundation, tell them you'll either call them back or give you the website. Don't fall for this no more. Don't donate over online. And yeah, I don't care much for the FBI right now. I'm kind of miffed with them, but call the FBI and let them know, or your attorney general for your state. If you like them, go and do that because there's FBI in your every state. There's but the attorney general will act on it a lot quicker and get kicked out of your state and block their numbers. So, okay, just be careful. Um, Georgia police. Um, there was a car that had flipped over. A speedy 19-year-old motorist first caught the attention of the police department, and after and the car basically overturned. And seeing the young gentleman was in there, the police officer couldn't get him out. And of course, you got to get him out right away. The car's smoking. Um, his upper body and head squeezed in between the vehicle and the roadway, and they were worried that it would hurt him and kill him. So bystanders, normally they get out and they're like got their cell phones and they're just gonna tape the whole thing. No, these bystanders got out and helped the police officer flip the car back over and save this young man. I mean, he might have been in the wrong, but he still didn't deserve to die. And it was the police officer was amazed that they didn't jump out and just do a video, that people and bystanders came up and actually was wanting to help flip the car back over. That's a good thing. Um, did you guys hear about the alligator with half a face? I think all it had was the lower jaw and the upper part was missing. They found a home for him. Yeah, animal lovers all over the place. They're just happy. Uh, that this gator actually has a home now, a new home at Florida Park. So we'll give this a whirl here.
You about this amazing alligator we just got here at Gatorland.
We got a call about this gator a few weeks ago. It hit social media and blew up. We went out there and got him.
What do you think happened?
I think he probably years ago got hit by a propeller on the boat, to be honest with you.
Well, alligators have it hard here in the state of Florida. What with all of our boating and all of our development. So if you see an alligator out there, stay away from it. But if you do see something like this, please bring it to the attention of the good people at the FWC. We are asking you to help us name this little alligator right here. I'm pretty sure it's a she. Hopefully we'll have more.
So alligator, did you see that poor little critter? Half his face gone. They said probably another alligator chomped it off. So, yikes. But he does have a home in Florida at the Florida parks. Ah, good thing, good thing. All right. Um, Best lessons in logic. We're down to the end of the show here with the funny post. Now I have not put out a video yet. I do have the regular weekly, or I've been doing it bi-weekly funny post for video that'll be going out on Facebook on Hellions, Holes, and Poles. A few of them on investigators, and then of course the video on YouTube. I'll get that out here in the next day or two. All right, lessons in logic. If your father is a poor man, it is your fate. But is your father-in-law is a poor man, it's your stupidity. I was born intelligent. Education ruined me. Oh boy, you can say that about today's generation. Practice makes perfect, but nobody's perfect. So why practice? If it's true that we are here to help others, then what exactly are others here for? Since light travels faster than sound, people appear bright until you hear them speak. How come abbreviated is such a long word? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Money is not everything. There's MasterCard and Visa. Don't leave home without them. One should love animals. They are so tasty. Oh, vegans, don't get mad at me now. Come on now. It's a joke. Behind every successful man, there is a woman, it says. And behind every successful man, there are two. Does that mean she's having an affair with three? No, I don't even want to think on that one. I I don't look at these. I just run into them, and it makes me wonder. You know, if behind every successful man there's a woman, and behind every successful man there are two, does that mean she's having an affair? I don't want to know. All right, we'll go on. Every man should marry. After all, happiness is not the only thing in life. The wise never marry, though. And when they marry, they become otherwise. Success is a relative term. It brings so many relatives. Never put off the work till tomorrow. What you can put off today and tomorrow and next week. Your future depends on your dreams. So go to sleep. Yeah, take a nap. There should be a better way to start the day than waking up every morning. Okay. Hard work never killed anyone, but why take the risk? That sounds like this generation that's graduating. Work fascinates me. I can look at it for hours. The more you learn, the more you know. The more you know, the more you forget. The more you forget, the less you know. So why learn? All right. The bus station is where the bus stops. The train station is where the train stops. On my desk, I have a workstation. What more can I say? And that is it. All right. That is it for today. And it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We got the World War III report coming up next hour. Uh, but happy hump day, camel day. Yeah, go watch a movie with a camel in it tonight. What about Lawrence of Arabia? Has anybody ever watched that? It's what, like a gazillion hour movie? And all that music that kept playing over and over again. My mom used to drive me crazy. She'd start watching it, and you'd hear that song. It's like, Mom, how many times they got to play that during this movie? And why is it so long? You've been watching it for 6 hours. No, it's not that long. Yeah. Go watch a movie with a camel. There you go. I don't know. I don't know any camel movies, but I think you guys might find one. YouTube's got all of them. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit that like button, the thumbs up, maybe a few hearts. And follow us on Investigators at Facebook. And of course, we're on YouTube if you're on Facebook. It's Investigator News too. And come back and tell your friends, invite your friends. We got trivia coming up on Friday. All right, you guys, like, follow, and subscribe. And we will see you all tomorrow. If not, we will see you in the next hour. Thanks for watching. Bye.